You look at the old Marvel television shows, like the Netflix shows, Daredevil, Punisher, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, Defenders, and then Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which ran for 7 seasons, Cloak and Dagger, Runaway, and then Agent Carter. Almost all those shows are ones that I personally don't think are canon. Let me put it this way: the people making the MCU can say that the Netflix shows are canon as much as they want. Doesn't mean that I personally consider those shows to be canon. But when I look at Agent Carter, unlike all the other older shows before Disney Plus started, I actually consider Agent Carter to be canon. Now, yes, it is true that we've gotten pretty much zero references to Agent Carter in any of the Marvel Studios movies or Disney Plus shows. The only exception is you see Edwin Jarvis in Endgame for like 5 seconds. And yeah, it's true that nothing from the show has really impacted the MCU, certainly not where it is right now. But unlike all the other shows from that time, there's a very clear way that Agent Carter connects to the rest of the franchise because it's about the SSR. It's set during the 1940s. We see Peggy Carter, who first showed up in Captain America the First Avenger, then has appeared in several other movies or shows, like Captain America Winter Soldier, Ant-Man. We saw her funeral in Civil War, then we see her in Endgame, and then beyond Endgame, see her in Doctor Strange 2, What If. Also in the show Agent Carter, you have Edwin Jarvis. There's a very clear connection there because Tony ends up having an AI named Jarvis. We actually see young Howard Stark from Captain America the First Avenger in this movie. You have Steve Rogers' blood in here. This show fills out the franchise in a way that really makes a lot of sense. It explores a time period that really is not explored anywhere else. This time before S.H.I.E.L.D. was formed, but after the events of Captain America the First Avenger, where the US government believes that Hydra is dead. The SSR, or Strategic Scientific Reserve, the Allied Wartime Agency, is still the primary federal agency running intelligence, as we hear Peggy Carter say during the show. This is a time when Steve Rogers is on ice, and therefore people don't know where he is. And you also have an organization in here that's pretty similar to what we saw in Black Widow with Natasha Romanoff. So, because there's all these different ways that Agent Carter clearly connects to the movies, it fits within the MCU timeline really well in a way that doesn't contradict anything else. In fact, I would say this show enhances the MCU, it only makes it better rather than feeling very odd, like the Netflix shows, for example.